Sagittarius. It's Oh My God Tarot, and this is your someone is secretly obsessed with you. Someone's obsessed. We're going to have a look at who with the astrology reading cards, and then we're going to see why they're so obsessed with you. Alright, if you'd like your personal reading, check out the description. There's a link in the website. Oh my God. Link to my website. Hey, here we go. Alright. Who we got? Sagittarius, you got Aries energy, which is familiar, so it's fine. Fellow fire energy. And the energy around you is dynamic and spontaneous. Crusading impulsive action is likely. So fellow fire energy, that's fine, right? You understand each other. You see each other. Oh, shoot. Your next sign is Leo. And the energy is flamboyant, dramatic, proud, and passionate. It focuses on the importance of self-belief. That's weird, right? Because now we have all three fire signs in the fold. So it's a fiery reading, okay? Oh, okay. But I guess obsession is a little bit of a fiery thing. Anyways, the dramatics are involved here. They're coming with the dramatics and the hot-headed energy. So impulsive energy, behavior, I wish a mother would energy, I'll bite your face off energy, you name it. All up in that ego. All up in the, oh, I don't want to look stupid in front of people. You know, so let me just be a knucklehead. Aries also just, it's also not, it's not just that. It's a passionate person. It's somebody who's like, yeah, let's go, let's do it. You might find them motivational. You might find them very like high tempo. You like their energy. If anything you notice about this person is their loud energy. It's very flamboyant. Very, hey, I'm in the room, look at me. You know, give me attention without saying that. So, finally we have Aquarius energy. And this energy is freedom-loving, rebellious, idealistic, and technological. Well, isn't that great? Isn't that great? Because now we have this already fiery individual who you can't tell nothing now with this Aquarius energy. You know, Aquarius, they're very individualistic and they're very, I'm going to do what, you know, I'm smart. 1 + 1 = 2 in my head. So I'm just going to go with my, what they call gut instincts. Because I have a pretty good sound mind. But they're not really good with managing their emotions, I'll tell you that, because they compartmentalize it and suppress it. So you have somebody who's Mr. Personality, Miss Personality, and at the same time somebody who's like maybe different, maybe quirky, maybe eccentric. They do their own thing and they have confidence in that thing they do. Now when it comes to this obsession, we gotta see what type of energy they're coming at you with, because there's fire here. So we already know that you might have an attitude, like they might have an attitude, and they might be doing their own, may have their own approach to you, to this obsession, their own unique approach, which again, we don't want too much unique when it comes to obsession. But here we go. This is the, oh, they want to heal, baby. They want to heal, and that's fine. Your healing power, empathy, and ability to teach or learn remedies. So Chiron is up in here, and or Chiron. I need to check how to. Hey Google, how do you pronounce Chiron?
That's pronounced Chiron.
Chiron? Okay, whatever. Whatever. Anyways, it's about healing. So I like that. That could lead to apologies. That could lead to let's talk it out. Let's hug it out. Let's heal if we went into a little squabble, if you will, because that'll happen with all this fire. And, you know, if you got a lot of fire in your chart, you got to learn how to say sorry. You know what? I'm sorry. You got to learn how to be like, I got it. I crossed the line. I do that sometimes. And even though I'm acknowledging that I do that sometimes, that doesn't mean it's going to get better. I tend to do that because that's just the nature of my being. So I'm sorry. I need to know how to say I'm sorry. So we're talking about healing. They're obsessed. Maybe they can't get over something that went down. I want to know more about this. Let us have this look with this Golden Universal Tarot, and hopefully it'll bring clarity to you about this person and the situation. This person's fiery. So they're going to have a big personality. They're going to be, and it might be intimidating for some of you. Some of you are like, oh, hell no, you did not say I would be intimidated. I have confidence and thick thighs. I'm a Sagittarius, damn it. And to that I say, you're right. You're right about the thighs. All right, your first card here is the... See, again, we have more fire. We have the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is wearing armor. Why? Because he knows he's heading into the fire. He knows he's heading into combat. And he's coming in with the hot. He's coming in hot. And to that I say, this person that's obsessed with you, they might be upset with you. I'm just saying. Because Aries is ruled by the planet Mars. Mars gives us the conflict. It gives us the intensity, the boldness, like the audacity. Yeah, I will pick a fight. I will start some... Yeah, that's that Mars-ish type energy. But it's also passion. This person may be very, very passionate and driven to act because of that passion. So we can go either way. Because they're coming on with the healing. But it's like almost like they're coming in with the hurt. And so... like they have a fiery personality, so they have to apologize. But here's them coming in hot. Maybe they just don't have tact. Maybe they don't have tact, or maybe they're aware that they're of their actions, and then they're coming in with the armor because they know you'll be upset. They're gonna take it when you call them a knucklehead and say throw water in their face, and they'll be like, yeah, I know, I deserve that. So, oh, look at that, 8 of Swords here, giving us a little bit of that tense energy with the restrictions and limitations, especially in the mind. This person feels really stuck. So again, Aquarius energy, it gives Aquarius energy in the sense that they don't necessarily know how to handle emotions. Like if they miss someone, they love someone, they don't know how to be like, you know what, I know I've been fussing and feuding this whole time, I love you, oh baby. They're not that person. So this person may find themselves trapped in a mental complexity because of their own logic. But yeah, no, heading towards that, they may be thinking that they'll have to do a lot of mental gymnastics when they're talking to you. Lots of worriness, questions they can't answer, questions they don't understand why you're even asking. They may feel stuck. They might remember why they're on this never-ending cycle with you. And it feels like a cycle because of that 8, that figure 8, you know, where we're hot and then we're cold, we're yes, we're no, we're in and we're out, up and down, yo, up and down. So let's keep going before we jump to any more conclusions. Yeah, this person's having a hard time moving on from you. This person's obsessed. It's more coming from a place that they're stuck. They want to come at you. They want to reach out. They want to reach out and come at you if they're disconnected from you. They want healing. They want healing, and they're mad. They're also mad. They're mad. They're frustrated. That could be frustration. They're passionate, frustrated, mad. Oh my goodness. This person is like... Now we have the 7 of Wands. I'm sorry, we have the 6 of Swords, which was they can't seem to move on. Having a hard time with that, even though they want to. But mentally, they're just fixated on you. They're obsessed. And then we have the 7 of Wands, where it's like, at the same time, they're standing their ground, standing firmly in the defense of what, like, their side of things. If things went down and you disagreed and you fell out, it's like, how can you come to me with healing when you still feel the same way? Well, they still feel the same way. They did, but at the same time, having a hard time moving on. And they're upset. They have resentment. They're upset. So what is this? Because it's like it's not looking like one of those like, oh, I want to reconcile just so that we can be together, we can be happy, we can find joyfulness. Oh, I miss you so much. This feels like they have this like pressure on them, and this need to like get the closure or wrap it up or be right. Something that's like 1 + 1 = 2. Something like, so yeah, I was right. Okay, so there, I was right. You know, it's that type of healing, like more of like resolve than anything. And maybe like they learned something else and about your situation, and they're like, oh, well, I didn't know that when I reacted this way, and now that you know that, that's why I was so mad. But still, you know. So this person feels like defensive in their actions, defending their actions. So if they came hot, damn, guys, damn. You got the Tower card. Yeah, the worst of it's over. This person, there was some sort of destructive situation that ended the, trust? The core foundation of the relationship forever rocked. Of course, the Tower is directly associated with the planet Mars and Aries. Mars is the planet of chaos, upheaval, like I said, passion and boldness and courage and arrogance even, lust. But, you know, it's not looking like it's being put to use in a good way, if I'm being honest. It feels like somebody putting in the energy and action to want to move past, like, they're unable to move past whatever it is that went down that resulted in the destruction of the foundation of the relationship. And they're still upset about it. They are still upset about it. And even though they want healing and resolve, they're set in their ways. And some of you need to hear that Aquarius part of it, is that they're set in their ways. They're big on the personality about it, big on the theatrics about it. And it's like, that's not different. And that's not going to really contribute to the healing, which they want. So we're kind of caught in a figure eight, if you will, of this person wanting healing or wanting peace or resolve in some way, but not really being able to facilitate it because they're so stuck on that energy that created the war to begin with. So they may be very defensive when you talk to them. If you, especially going towards them, if you're the one to initiate it, if you're the one to move towards them, feels like they're very defensive. And it also feels like they're very willingly blind to the personal responsibility. They don't see what they did wrong. They don't feel what they did wrong, even if they acknowledge what they did wrong. Like, oh, whatever, that's not a big deal. But you did, blah, blah, blah. Or like, they don't truly feel it. You know, they won't cut themselves free of them shambles, of them shackles, and, you know, help themselves move on. They decide to not see their problems and then wonder why they're stuck in the same spot. Same mentality, I should say. They'll willingly head towards more arguing and more fighting, but because they're defensive and they're going to stay there where that defensiveness is, I feel like they're going to die on that hill of rightness and not really notice that, yeah, maybe you're right, maybe you're not right, but the whole action and the look, your aura, it's all wrong. And I want nothing to do with it. They don't realize that part of energy. Some people can't sense the subtleties and the damage that they're doing, not by their rightness or wrongness, but by like the execution of it all. So yeah, there it is. This person's obsessed with you. I feel like this person wants to talk to you. It's almost like they want to tell you off, but at least it's not showing that they want to lie to you. They just want to defend whatever it is they said before. So you've probably heard it all before. And they ultimately just want to have some peace and healing in their head, in their mind, you know, some peace and resolve. And those people are like, yeah, so yeah, I told her off, or I told him off, and said blah, 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 and they knew they were wrong. That's why they gave that look in their face. And like, I don't know, some people do chaos on any level, and since we have Mars here twice, I'm going to say this person's like, would want the theatrics of it all, for other people to see it, for other people to hear it, or for them to have a show that they can report back to someone else. But nothing about it quiet. Nothing about it quiet. And also a little bit of surprise, you know? Well, a little bit of surprise. Aquarius is right there with that Uranus association, so a surprise. Do you want one under this type of temperature? Think about it. Think about it. All right, so that is your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment, share the video, and if you'd like your own personal reading, please check out the description. There's a link to my website as well as a link to my Etsy shop. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!